So this bit is when there's no one here, but it gets recorded. People watch it later. So I've got to be on my best behaviour. Oh, someone's here. Hello. The question is, should I be nearer the phone so that I can see what people write? That's better. My poor old eyes. Okay. Let's use maybe the melanated today. Oh. Whoever was here is gone. I wasn't good enough. Maybe they're back. Okay, I'm going to do a little reading for myself. About the forthcoming session. Okay, good, good, good. I've got a tarot pack here called the Melanated Classic Tarot. So it's basically the Rider-Waite-Smith, but it's been redrawn and recolored with some darker skins and you know, a bit more diversity on the old people front. So it's really nice, and it's also got nice colours. Hello, Miss Moonlight. And Nick is there. Miss Moonlight, I didn't get a notification. Tell me more, and is there anything I can do? And nice to see both of you here. I think there's 4 people online. I was just talking about the Melanated Tarot. Very nice black version of the RWS. Nick, you have a question. Is it a reading, or is it just a chatty, you know, tarot-related discussion? Because I'm also on for those. A reading, great. Okay, so Nick, you're the first. Some creators pre-schedule lives and you get a notification. Oh, okay. I am so naive. And Miss Moonlight, I've actually, you did tell me what your name was when you sent me the coffee, but I haven't got it, sorry, in front of me. I'm very inefficient. But no, yeah, I'm very naive, and you are telling me things that I didn't know. So I'll just say here, memo, pre-schedule the live. Memo, pre-schedule live next week. Very, very good tip. Thank you. Nick, you say you have a question. Well, I'm here with the Melanated Tarot, and what's the question? Jeannie. Jeannie works for YouTube. Good. Okay. Good. So I've put you and Nick down on the list of friends, and Nick's come through with his question. I'm going to my dad's house tomorrow. It's usually challenging. What advice can the cards give, please? Okay, I have a reading for that, Nick. I will use exactly the spread which I would use if it was me. So it's the What's My Issue spread. We'll have one card that hopefully will help us to identify the underlying or the obvious issue, and either 1, 2, or 3 cards of advice, depending on what they're like when they go onto the table. Okay, this is for Nicholas, and it is, what advice can the cards give him about him going to his dad's house tomorrow? Okay. Okay, Nick. Let's just see what the cards say. I want this to be nothing to do with me, just what we see on the table. Issue and advice, please. Okay. Okay, I want a bit more. And you know, Nick, I'm going to get my amazing patent magnetic board so that you can see the reading. Just a second, stay there. Look, it's a metal plate with magnetic buttons on it, which I've covered in black tissue paper. So, Nick, your issue card is the six of Pentacles, and I think, okay, let's say the issue is generosity, and it feels like you are being generous in going round there, okay? And what's the advice? Well, I've taken 3, and we've got 10 of Swords, reversed Knight of Cups, and Star. So, 10 of Swords, I'm going to show it to you, but I also need to look at it myself. That's the reading, okay? Have a look, and then I need to look at it while I read, and I'll show it to you again. I think with 10 of Swords, it's, as far as I'm concerned, it's a matter of, okay, sometimes, how can I put this into words? I think 10 of Swords are kind of for bad days, but they are for days which indicate things are going to get better, and that you are going through a cycle, and in a sense you have done some work, you have done the work necessary, and so you will be rewarded with things then naturally evolving in a more positive way. Now, we had generosity as the issue here, and one of your advice cards is reverse Knight of Cups. Now, the Knight of Cups is someone who shows up with an offer, and you could say that he brings a gift of some sort. You know what I'm getting, Nick? The Knight of Cups, very early on in its career as a symbol, was somebody who came and settled a debt. Now, I think I'm going to just say that and not put too much interpretation on it. This is a reversal of that. So I mean, it was settling a debt in a positive way. It was sort of paying off a debt and sorting things out. Okay, so what I'm getting is that that's not your role when you go and see your dad. Your role is not to what's the word, make everything okay, and to, I don't know, to make up for something that may have been, I don't know, that you maybe feel you owe or you feel is expected. That's not your role. And the third, this is in a sense, I think the point of these three cards is the star. That's a card that takes you right out of this this sort of difficult, uneasy, I don't know whether it's conflictual or what it is, but there's this not very flowing situation, and encourages you to broaden your horizons and to take a deep breath and have hope that things will be better. Okay. I'm going to take a deep breath, and I'm not going to try to go into it in any more detail than that, okay? Sorry we're not face to face. That's the nature of the beast. Good luck with that visit. Okay, deep breath, and I'm going to clear the cards. I found those cards physically a bit big. I'm going to go onto a bridge size deck for the next question, unless anybody objects. That was Nick. I've actually got an egg timer here. Look, 5-minute readings, ladies and gentlemen. That's what we need. So let me go back in the chat. This is cool. Heavenly 81, hello Heavenly 81. Hello Emerald. Let me just note down who's here in case anyone wants a reading. Heavenly 81, Emerald, Miss Moonlight. Hello Heavenly and Emerald, thanks. Thanks everyone that hit the like button, says me. It helps appease the all-knowing YouTube algorithm. Lol. Yes, it does. Linda de Gonzalez is here. Hello, sorry, am I late for the party? Not so terribly late. Welcome, Linda. Miss Moonlight, may I please have a reading for the week ahead? And then Emerald comes in with a question. Okay, so let's do Miss Moonlight. Shall we use this, Miss Moonlight? We might overrun a bit, but let's try it. I will only turn it down when I've got my head together. A reading for the week ahead. So what are we going to, what spread are we going to use? I'm going to do the spread that I just used for Nick. Issue and suggestions for the week ahead, okay? It's a very good all-purpose spread. This is for Jeannie. Okay, week ahead for Jeannie, aka Miss Moonlight. The week ahead, issues and suggestions. Okay, it looks like a really interesting week actually. Let me just give you a quick look at what we're dealing with here. On my patented magnetic board, your issue, Devil, your advice cards, reversed Six of Cups, reversed Page of Pentacles, and Death. Have a look, and then I'm going to look at it while I read for you. Issue. Okay, in the week ahead, if I would say this, if you are tempted to be selfish, okay, so that's a bit challenging, but let's just talk about what I see on this pattern of cards. Then the advice is this. Reversed Six of Cups. That's the future, isn't it? Look to the future and you can perhaps begin to give up your role as somebody who has to be very thorough and take everything seriously, and change, transform. So what I'm getting is here, Jeannie, is that, and I forgot to turn this round. No, I didn't. It's working fine. Okay. What I'm getting here, Jeannie, is that you've got really a rather interesting pattern here between devil and death. That's your issue and that's your suggestion, I would say. So it feels like you have the possibility of transformation in this week, and you also have the possibility of changing your role a little bit and not having to be maybe the person who balances the books and makes sure that all the T's are crossed and the I's are dotted. So you can sort of perhaps let go, and there is a feeling of transformation in the air. And if that's the case, then you can afford just to review what's going on. And if you become a bit more conscious of what's going on and your own, your own personal development at this time, then if there is a temptation somewhere to be selfish about something which you haven't quite noticed, now's the time to kind of like say, oh, okay, that's that, but I've got my own path, which is quite exciting. So I can just resolve that situation that has a question mark on it. I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to leave these quite sketchy because it's the nature of the beast. Oh wow, good. I can see you've left me a message. Let go. What a wonderful reading. Oh good, oh, good. I'm glad. I think the cards are quite opposite a lot of the time. One just has to sort of be brave and say what one sees. Okay, that was Miss Moonlight. We've done Nick, Heavenly 81, Emerald, and I'm just going to see who came into the chat after that. Emerald has got a question, and a thank you from Nick. Then there's a question from My World, and there's a thank you from Miss Moonlight. Aha, April's there. I'll just put April down in the list of people who joined. Oh, thank you, April. Good, good. Nice to hear. Okay, now I've got a couple of readings to do. I'm doing them very quickly at the moment, but I think that's the nature of the beast, isn't it? Because we can't actually talk to each other. I can just give you these sort of fortune cookie type readings, and they can be quite helpful. So, there's no question from Heavenly 81 at the moment, but Emerald, I think, yes, okay. Could you please tell me something about my spiritual journey in this life? Thanks. Yes, I think we can do that. We can certainly put down some cards. Emerald says, could you please tell me something about my spiritual journey in this life? So, Emerald, this is for you. We're going to use the Rider-Waite-Smith. Could we please have an issue and suggestions reading for Emerald regarding Emerald's spiritual journey in this life? Okay. Okay. Emerald, your issue is this. It's the 8 of Batons. I think in this life, things are speeding up for you, for your, if we're talking about your soul, it's experience of this life, as opposed to other lives, perhaps. It feels like the pace of change is speeding up. It feels like you now want to learn and change and progress faster than before. You're ready, you're accelerating, okay? What's the advice? I've got a 10 of Swords, and that's an advice card. So we're going to read this in a very particular way. I've got a reversed Queen of Pentacles, and I've got a Lover's card. I think when I see the 10 of Swords, I always feel that it's about what happens after the low point. There's your reading on my magnetic board. And I think that you have, I'm going to be very bold here, and I'm going to just speak as if reincarnation is a sort of a linear thing from A to B to C. It may not be like that at all, but maybe that's the way we can conceptualize it at the moment. If you have had unfortunate outcomes in other lives, I think now you are ready to insist on a more satisfactory way of living. So in a sense, if this was the low point in your soul's journey, now in a sense the only way is up. And Queen of Pentacles, which is reversed at the moment, the Queen of Pentacles is quite a sort of I find the Queen of Pentacles can be a bit heavy and can be quite heavily involved in the material life in terms of sort of family and land and possessions and jobs and careers and things like that. And she can be a bit, I think, she's in the garden, she can be sort of like rather entangled by all these strings. And we got a reversed Queen of Pentacles, and I think you need to be free in this life. I think whatever it means for you, because you also do have a Lover's card, and I don't want to interpret that in too much of an Alfred Douglas sort of way in terms of like huge decisions. I do think I'd like to read that at face value in terms of like a really good relationship. I see you as having a really good relationship in this life, and I see you doing that with a certain lightness. In other words, if there are going to be family ties or dependents or heaven knows even children, I don't know much about having children, I see you as doing that with a certain lightness. Or if there already are those ties, if that situation already exists, I see you learning to be light about it, sort of light with your hand on the strings, if you know what I mean. She's the Queen of Pentacles. She is in charge of her garden. But I think the advice of this card is to be that Queen of Pentacles, but allow the people around you, the people in your world, to also to have a certain sort of lightness and freedom in the way that they are a part of your world. So it's sort of that the garden is just purely pleasure and not somewhere where your feet get entangled in the roses and the undergrowth. Okay, that's my fortune cookie reading for today. Emerald. That was for Emerald. Oh, Emerald. You've sent me something about the Guru, and I was not responding to that message. We're going to leave it at that for today, okay? But if you want to ask me more about that, you could maybe, I don't know, write to me or come back next week, okay? Okay. Maria says, hello. I will put you down, Maria, on my little book in case you want a reading. Linda. Hello, Linda. Okay, Linda, you came earlier, didn't you? So, Linda. So, Linda is there. I think I should read Linda next because you logged on a bit before my world. And April, I've got you after my world, okay? Linda. Okay, let's do Linda's question. I just had an amazing opportunity offered to me. Please can the cards provide an indication of the outcome? I've already accepted it. Okay. Linda. Let's have some cards about the opportunity that Linda has just accepted. Okay, Linda, I'm going to give you a horseshoe. I don't know if it will fit on my lovely magnetic board. Okay. Okay, well, environment, obstacles. Okay, let me show you what you've got on the board here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I need one more magnetic button. There you go. You have a lovely reversed Six of Pentacles, a reversed Hermit, a Page of Swords, a Seven of Swords, an Eight of Swords, a reversed Knight of Rods, and a Queen of Swords. Okay, so this is an opportunity that you've already accepted, and it seems to be quite a lot of intellectual energy flying around. There's a lot of swords on the table. It seems that, okay, in the past, maybe people haven't been quite so generous in offering you opportunities like that, and now you're there in it, and it's the time for action. It's not the time for introspection. Future conditions, Page of Swords. The first thing I think about the situation, whatever it is for you to observe what's going on, and to learn and to gather information, whatever you're walking into. And to be aware that there are certain ways in which the new environment, whatever it is, or the new thing, whatever it is, might restrict you. But this is going in quite a good direction, Linda, so stay with it. Because the outcome is Queen of Swords. So that's a strong archetype for you, isn't it? It's somebody who's in charge of the situation. It's whatever you're talking about here. That's quite a strong and business-like archetype for you to embody as a result of this opportunity. What do we have in terms of obstacles? Well, we have a Knight of Rods. Now, the Knight of Rods is, okay, we've got a reverse Knight of Rods, and so let's say this is someone whose energy is not going to help you here, and who you may have to be a bit wary of. Maybe it seems such a nice thing that you've been offered that I don't want to be too negative about this, but you might just be aware of the fact that the Knight of Rods can be a bit overexcitable. He is fire of fire. Just see, Linda, if you're adding anything to this. No. He is fire of fire. And therefore you have to be a little bit careful that he's not disruptive. I don't think it's malice. I don't think that this person is going to be unfair to you in any way. But I think you just need to be aware that this person could cause a bit of instability in the situation. And so just Seven of Swords, just keep your wits about you. Be clever about things. Make sure you have a plan. And make sure you're thinking ahead and you have something up your sleeve at every step of the way. And then I think whatever you're talking about should turn out very nicely. Okay? Deep breath. That was Linda's reading. I want the Aquarian Tarot. Feel a yearning for the Aquarian Tarot. In a tin. And I'll go back to the chat and I'll see what's happening. Maria, I've got you down. L. Phillips. Hello from Boston. Hello, Al Phillips. Hi, Maria. Oh, so Tarot Destroyer is some sort of disruptive bot, is it? Okay. Block this bot. Hi, Jamie Lynn. April blocked. Thanks, April. You're a star. Tarot Destroyer, Tarot Destroyer. So, Linda, I hope you weren't distracted by the Tarot Destroyer, but if you were, you'll be able to see your reading when this comes out as a recording, okay? Oh, it's a homophobic bot too. Oh, God. Okay, I'm just going to carry on with my job here. And please, guys, I apologize if it's my role to apologize for the disruptive bot. Do I need to click on the bot and block it? Click hide, okay. Hide. Okay. Hidden for me. Maria, yes, I have a question. Could you help me to see what I need to do related to my severity? Related to my severity. Maria, do you mean that you tend to be severe in your dealings with other people? Is that what you mean? Could you send me a message and clarify that, and then I'll know how to do that reading for you. That's what you mean, Maria. Okay. Okay, so Maria, related. Could you help me to see what I need to do related to my severity? What's the way I need to go to be free of this? You want freedom from severity. So you want a sort of, in a sense, a softness, a merciful quality. There's always mercy and severity, aren't there, as opposites. So severity is maybe the Queen of Swords, and a more merciful archetype might be something like the Queen of Cups. But I think I was going to like search for a card in the pack. I don't want to do that. What I'll do is I'll just do you an issue and suggestion reading. Okay, Maria. Okay, so we're doing Maria now. And then there is a question, just a second, there's a question from my world. My world, sorry, I need to read for my world first. And then I can read for Maria, okay? I hope you're still there, my world. Hi, will things between me and my dad get better between us, or does he always want us to be this way? It's been so difficult the last few years, and I'm not sure why he has made it like this. Thank you. Okay. Will things between me and my dad get better between us, or does he always want it to be this way? It's been so difficult the last few years. Okay, my world and my world's dad. Okay, let's do 7 cards for that, my world. My world and my world's dad. Okay, just a second. Okay, so I'll show you what we've got on the table, and then I'll have a look and I'll talk about how we can interpret the cards. We've got, for you, my world, we've got a sun, chariot, ace of battens, reversed four of pentacles, reversed 10 of swords, reversed knight of pentacles, five of battens. Now, the first thing that occurs to me there is that I don't think there's going to be a kind of like a grand, magical solution. I think to some extent, if that's the outcome card, to some extent, it might carry on going round and round in circles, but it might get better. So I think that that's your present circumstances. I think there is progress at the moment, and I think there's going to be some new kind of energy coming in the future. So you've got from now, and you've got that to look forward to. Those are very strong, positive cards. But at the same time, you've got the limitations. You've got to be realistic about how much it can be improved and how much it can be healed. So the obstacle, Knight of Pentacles. It sounds like, well, reversed. It sounds like there's something about your father's character. It sounds like he's a bit stuck in the mud. There's something a bit heavy about it. It sounds like he's trying to protect the old ways. And it sounds like he's trying to do his best, but it's just really not what is needed. And it might just be something about his makeup, his disposition, which is just aggravating the situation. There's a certain sort of conservatism in the Knight of Pentacles, and the Knight of Pentacles believes that he is keeping the system going and keeping things going. He believes that he's sort of indispensable. I usually like the Knight of Pentacles, but this is a reversed one, and he's in the obstacles position. So I think that energy is causing problems. And the environment, you've got a reverse Ten of Swords, so it feels like, in a way, the worst part of this relationship is either now or it's kind of like yesterday. It's the point at which things can only get a little bit better. And the advice, reversed Four of Pentacles, the advice is just to not hold on to the situation too fast. Do you know what I mean? Not hold on to it too tightly. If you can let go, which is something that you sometimes hear in tarot readings, isn't it? If you can if there's any beliefs or any ideas of what's right or wrong that you're really holding on to, If there's anything that you can loosen your grip on, that would probably help. But you know, that's a sort of a green shoots card for the future. So just see what happens organically, and I think things could lighten up quite nicely. My Worlds, that was a reading for you. I'm going to take the cards away and check the chat. And I think okay. I had April and then Maria, okay? April and then Maria, and those are the names that I can see on the list. And then we have Emma coming online. Hello, Emma. Okay, so April. I've still got messages, the old messages from Tarot Destroyer that are kind of screwing up my line here. That's Linda's question. Sorry, everyone. April. This is modern life, isn't it? We have to do everything on very small screens. What's next for me? What's my next step? Okay, and then you said something else, April. What is next? What's my next step? And then you said, to clarify, I have a lot on my plate and I'm handling it, but it's like there's so much I don't know where to start. I want to know what to focus on first. Okay. Let's do 3 cards for April. What to focus on first? Next step and what to focus on first for April. April, what I'm getting is, I'll show you what's on the cards here. We've got strength here as your issue, and we've got these suggestions. We've got the reverse Queen of Wands, we've got Temperance, and we've got the Ace of Swords. Everything is good for you if it doesn't kill you. I feel that you're getting stronger at the moment. I feel that you've taken on board quite a lot, and it's all to the good. But what is your advice? It was advice you asked for, and I see. Okay, so we've got a yes and 2 no's, right? We've got a no to the Queen of Wands and a no to the Ace of Swords, and we've got a yes to Temperance. And what I'm seeing is this, that let's say temperance has this underlying possibility of partnership and, well, maybe help, assistance, but cooperation. And Queen of Wands is very, very pushy and very much, I would say, about her own agenda. And Ace of Swords is, again, very assertive energy, quite heady. So it seems that there's quite a lot of energy buzzing around the table here for you, and you've got strength, you've got taming the lion, you've got being this world conquering person, and you've got this again this conquering brilliant clever sword of the Ace of Swords, but at the top of it there's this angel, and I think I would prioritize getting some sort of, I mean, if there is on the table some kind of partnership possible, and it feels like a work partnership or a career partnership, or if there's some kind of cooperation, or if there's some kind of way that you can get someone else to share some of the stuff that's going on for you, I think that would be the priority. And that's my reading for you, April. I hope it was helpful. Now I've got Maria next on the list. I think Maria's question came before April's clarification. Maria, if you're still there, what my severity, the way I need to go to be free of this severity. Okay, I'm going to do an issue and suggestion spread for you as well, Maria. Oh, I've just put my Rider-Waite-Smith into the wrong tin, ladies and gentlemen, and they're never going to come out, are they? They'll be stuck there until the first of never. Look, stuck. Oh no, I need a fork. Okay, so that tarot pack is now officially out of action for the rest of the evening because they're stuck. Let's have the Aquarian Tarot for Maria. And what's the issue, really? The underlying issue, and what are the suggestions? What does Maria need to do to be free of her severity? And the answer will be in the form of issue and suggestions. Maria, I hope you're still there, and if you're not, you can still see this in the recording later on. We have a Ten of Cups as the issue, and as the suggestions we have the Two of Cups, the Ten of Pentacles, and the King of Cups. Now, underneath your severity, the underlying issue is that it's the happy ever after card. It's the card of coming home and finding somewhere where you're at home and where you're with people and where you're loved and you're accepted and accepting. Maybe I've just said the answer. Accepted and accepting. Accepted and accepting. you're worried about your severity. When you are accepting, then you're not being severe. It seems to me that in order to be accepting, you need to feel accepted. I'm sorry, I was just distracted by a text that came in on my screen. I clearly can't go into airplane mode at the moment. So, okay, so that's the advice that I'm already picking up. And you've got 3 cards along the top, and you've got the other 10, you know, which is another kind of home, a bit more, sorry, a bit more dynastic. You've got love, friendship, partnership. You've got somebody, a person there. King of Cups, he's exactly a member of the right suit. Could be a partner, could be someone supportive, could be a friend. That's, I mean, for me, Maria, that's quite a clear answer. In other words, look after your own heart, you know, look after your own dreams. Acknowledge your needs to be happy. And then if you can manifest that happiness for yourself, and why not, you know, just believe in it and manifest it and let it happen, then you can accept other people. And I think probably one thing, maybe the 2 things sort of, you know, go around like a yin and yang. The more accepting you are, the more accepted you become. And the more accepted you become, the more accepting you are. Okay, Maria, I hope that was helpful. I found those cards very nice. And I hope you get some of the energy from them. Deep breath. Now on my list I've got Elle Phillips, Jamie Lynn and Emma. Let's see if any of those people asked anything. I'm going to go to the end. Maria. It was emotional, wasn't it? It was nice. I wish you all the best. Now, there's a lot of chat today, folks. You have to give me a few minutes in between readings. It's nearly 7 o'clock. Okay, so I will read for the questions and the people who've logged on up until 7 o'clock. And then I'll finish up, but I won't read for people who log on after that. So V is the last one. I'm not related to John Hurt, no. Let me see. So Emma said greetings. Oops. Hi, Emma. Maria. Beautiful day. Jamie Lynn, just watch Pagan Otherworlds, reason why. I agree, Jamie, about the Pagan Otherworlds. Oh, V. So V was after Emma. Okay. Elle Phillips, I've reviewed it today. V, advice for love. Okay. April, I'm so excited. Okay, advice for love. Okay, V, your question is very, very, very open and general, but no worries. I will give you advice for love, and this end, I just noticed that I'm so disorganized that I've just started to mix my Aquarian Tarot and my Morgan Greer Tarot, so you might have a very unusual reading. Advice for love, V. I think I'm going to pull 2 cards for you, maybe 3. Your question was very sketchy. Here's a sketchy answer. 4 of Swords, issue, 9 of Cups, advice. Well, I want more. It feels like that you have slightly retired from the battle, or maybe there's a part of you that is still recovering. We got I pulled 2 more cards, and we got a reversed 5 of Swords and a reversed Page of Cups. So I think my advice to you is just the simple pleasures of life. In other words, simplify. That's jolly. That's a jolly card, isn't it? The 9 of Cups. That's the card of the full stomach. And again, the reversed 5 of Swords is I think like letting go of well, defeat, really. If there might have been some sort of defeat in the past. Reverse Page of Cups. I think, a bit like Maria's reading, I think your advice is to make sure that you're enjoying the pleasures of life, and you're not brooding over anything that might have not turned out very well in the past, and then you'll be able to leap back into the battle of love, the battlefield of love. That's what I'm getting. Okay, V, that was for you. I'm aware now that the clock is at 7, well, actually 8 in Germany, and there are a few people on the list. So let's see who's on the list. Jamie Lynn. I have an excellent question. If not, Queen of Wands is my usual signifier. Hi, Miss Moonlight. Okay, my world, you have maybe missed your review, but you can see it later because this will be published as a video. Glad it resonated, April. Yes. April, I'm not surprised. Thanks. Okay, so Paula Belinsky said, are you kin to John Hurt? So Paula Belinsky was there before 7, but I'm not quite sure what reading. I think she was just making a witty remark. Guys, it sounds like, let me just carry on down the chat. It sounds like I've answered all the questions, but there are, guys, there are friends there. Trollbot, V, good. K-Raw. K-Raw, I have to say that I'm sort of closing down. I'm answering questions that people asked before 7 o'clock. Let's see if there's anything else. Anyone else who... Okay, V, got it. Yeah. Hairy bum on the morning blues. I am Ewan McGregor's older uncle. Oh look, okay, I can finish this if K-Raw, you're still there. This will be the last, unless there's anybody there who logged on before 7 and who did ask me a question and who I've actually not seen, then scream. But I can really, these lives are quite, what's the word? They involve quite a high degree of concentration for me. So I prefer not to go on for much more than an hour. But K-Raw has been feeling, okay, 8 of Swords energy for some time now. I'm struggling to find my intuition underneath all the pressure. Any advice? Okay, K-Raw, I will draw some cards for you, issue an advice. So, K-Raw, let's go back to Morgan Greer, see if we get the hairy ass card. Just joking. K-Raw, any advice? Feeling 8 of Swords energy for some time now. Restriction, struggling to find my intuition underneath all the pressure. Okay, some advice to help K-Raw find their intuition beneath all the pressure. Okay, good question. Beneath all the pressure, advice. Okay. Okay, well, K-Raw, you're going through, changing times, and sure, it's pressure. Look, your issue is the Death card. You're transforming, aren't you? You're changing. You can't avoid that, but it's not a bad thing. And you've got advice. 6 of Swords, reversed Queen of Cups, reversed 5 of Coins. So, okay, it's pressurized times for you. I think you need to walk away from something. You've been feeling 8 of Swords energy. Do you mean, I imagine then you've been feeling restricted? Or is it shamed or outcast? You need to walk away from something. And, okay, well, I don't know whether you are male or female, but let's say it doesn't matter. Queen of Cups reversed, that's an indication of, I think, maybe something or someone, an energy to walk away from. The Queen of Cups can be someone who's not very dynamic, because in a sense she has everything that she needs already, so she can be a bit lost in dreams. What I want to say to you is that reversed 5 of Pentacles, the period of material hardship will come to an end. But it's a bit mysterious, isn't it? But I'll give you these cards to take away. Six of Swords. What do you need to walk away from? And what energy or whose energy do you need to avoid, just say no to, or again, move on from? And then you can know that things will get a little bit easier and there'll be less pressure in the future. Okay, folks, my battery's low. It's 8:10 or 7:10 in England. I'm just going to see if anyone screamed at me that I've missed them out. Oh, L. Phillips, you did. You've asked me something. The hairy bum. How will my life go in 2024? Okay, L. Phillips, I will just go. I'm just going to draw 2 cards for you, and then I think we will stop. By the way, you can all buy me a coffee if you want, or anyone who's had a reading who liked it and who wants to can buy me a little tiny coffee if you want. Not that I can't pay my tax bill, but it gives me a little glow inside sometimes. So, L. Phillips, how will my love life go in 2024? How will my love life go in 2024? I didn't see that all important love word. Okay, I think let's have the gorgeous melanated tarot. Let's give you 2 cards for your love life, L. Phillips. It's a very open question, isn't it? So it might be a bit of a fortune cookie reading, but I think that's fine. I think fortune cookie readings can really give us a certain kind of energy. L. Phillips's love life in 2024. Well, I think you're going to be busy in 2024. And you've got a very interesting card actually with regard to love life. You've got the reversed 2 of batons and you've got the 8 of pentacles, which is the busy card. Okay. So it might be that you've got plenty on your plate. But the reverse 2 of batons, let's talk about that. Give me a moment. Okay, the reverse 2 of batons is a very particular and strange card because it's someone who's really on top of the situation, but it's also melancholy. It's Alexander the Great who conquered the whole world and then it wasn't enough. And, okay, reversed. So it's a saying goodbye to melancholy, but it's also saying goodbye to being entirely in control. And it's a saying hello to being quite busy. That's your mysterious fortune cookie reading for today, L. Phillips. And I think we're all saying goodbye now. Oh, L. Phillips, I'm such a hoe. I don't think so. Carol just wanted me to hear good. Okay, everyone. Okay, let's stop now, shall we? Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching me, and thanks for saying nice things about my videos. Um, I'm really enjoying these Sunday evenings. I wish I could actually, I wish it was more like a Zoom, um, but it's not. So I can't really see you and really chat. I might change the time. I might put it back to an hour earlier, but I'll mention that in the community posts and maybe take a poll and see. Okay. But I'll try and keep to Sunday evenings, GMT. In evenings in the British sense and the German sense. Thanks, Nick. Thanks for being there. I feel at home. Bye, everyone. Bye. Bye, 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 bye. Oh, thank you, Maria. Thank you, Jeannie. I think I might switch off now. Bye.